Hello everyone, I am Golden Ashwini. I am here to present serial communication in microcontroller 8051. First of all, we need to know the serial communication, right? So, serial communication is most commonly used either to control or to receive data from an embedded microprocessor. Okay, so the advantages of a serial communication is that the number of wires requires less as compared to that in the parallel communication. Okay, so serial communication is a form of input output in which the bits of a byte begin transfer appear one after the other in the timed sequence of a single wire. Okay. In the serial communication, on completion of this video, students will be able to explain what is a serial communication and what are the types, what are the modes used in the serial communication. Okay, so basically we are using the two methods of serial communication, such as asynchronous and synchronous communication. In synchronous communication, transfer a block of data at a time, but in asynchronous communication, transfer a single byte at a time. So software can be used for synchronous and asynchronous communication, but the programs can be tedious and long. Okay, therefore, hardware such as UART and USART are developed. Usually, UART means Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter, or USART means Universal Synchronous Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter. Okay, UART or USART are used in the serial communication. In 8051 microcontroller has a built-in UART. Okay, then 8051 support full duplex serial port. Okay, and 8051 has a TXD, that means transmitter and received, or XD received pins for transmission and receive serial data. In this, actually we have some registers. Okay, register for serial data communication. What are that? SBUF, serial port data buffer. SCON, serial port control register. Then the last one is PCON, power control register. That one we will see in the further slide. Okay, so SBUF register. Serial buffer is an 8-bit register. It has a separate SBUF register for data transmission and for data reception. For a byte of data to be transferred via transmitted line, it must be placed in SBUF register. Similarly, SBUF holds the 8-bit data received by the received pin and read to accept the received data. Okay, then the second one is SCON, serial port control register. Okay, this format, the content of the serial control registers are shown in the next slide. Actually, it contained the mode selection bits, serial port interrupt bit T1 and R1, and also ninth data bit for transmission and reception TB8 and RB8. Okay, that is shown in the figure. From 0 to 7, 0 is represented as 1, then in the second place it is denoted as T1. Okay, these are bits. Then R1 means we know that received interrupt flag, T1 is transmit interrupt flag, RB8 receive bit 8. Okay, then TB8 means transmit bit 8. REN receiver enable bit. SM2, this one enables the multiprocessor communication features in mode 2 and 3. Okay, then SM1 serial port mode bit 1. Okay, this bit is set or cleared by program to select operating mode. Okay, as okay, then SM0. SM0 means serial port mode bit 0. Thus, this bit is set or cleared by program to select the operating mode. Okay, that is shown in the table. Okay, so if SM0 or SM1 00 means serial mode is 0, that means 8-bit shift register or register oscillator. Then 01 means serial mode 1, 8-bit UART set by the timer 1. 10 means serial mode 2, That means 9-bit UART oscillator. Then 1 means serial mode 3, 9-bit UART set by timer 1. Likewise. Okay, so in the further we will see the serial modes, mode 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. everything. Okay, the next one is PCON, power control register. So, okay, that's format is shown in the figure. SMOD, baud rate. Okay, so baud rate is twice as much higher by setting this bit. Okay, so when this bit is set 1, the timer 1 is used to generate baud rate, and the baud rate is doubled while the serial port is used in the mode 1, 2 or 3. Okay, then GF1, general purpose flag bit. Okay, available for use. Then GF0, general purpose flag bit. PD. Okay, GF1 and 0s are general purpose bit. Then PD is power down bit. Okay, power down bit. So when this bit is set, power down operation in 8051 is performed. Okay, this is available only in CMOS processor. Okay, then the next one is IDL. So IDL is nothing but idle mode. Okay, idle mode. If this bit is set, it activates idle mode operation in 8051. This is available only in CMOS processor. Okay, next one is serial communication modes. Okay, mode 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 0 is a shift register mode, 1 is standard UART mode, 2 is multiprocessor mode, 3 is 9-bit UART mode. Okay, in each and everything has different baud rates. Okay, for mode 01, this mode is known as a shift register mode, right? So when SM0 and SM1 are set to 001, okay, the serial port data buffer receives and transmit data through the received pin. Then transmitted pin outputs the shift clock one way. So received pin is connected to the internal shift frequency clock pulse to provide shift pulses to external circuits. In this mode, 8 data bit are transmitted or received. That is mode 0. Then mode 1. Mode 1 is a standard UART mode, right? So in this, SM0 and SM1 are set to 0, 1. That is mode 1 operation. Okay, so 10 bits, 10 bits. Okay, in this mode, 10 bits are transmitted through transmitter pin or received through received pin. So these 10 bits consist of one start bit 0, 8 data bit LSB and the stop bit. Okay, so transmit interrupt flag T1 is set once after sending 10 bits. Okay, next one is mode 2. Mode 2. In this mode, serial operates as a 9-bit UART, right? So in the previous tabulation we saw that. And 11 bits are transmitted or received. So these 11 bits are a start bit, always 0. Then 8 data bits, LSB first. Then a programmable 9th bit and the stop bit. Okay, so programmer can define the 9th bit as TB8 in SCON, and it can be used as a priority bit of data byte. Okay, this is mode 2, multiprocessor mode. Then mode 3. In this mode, serial port operates as a 9-bit UART with variable baud rate, and 11 bits are used to transmit or receive. So this operating mode is same as mode 2. Okay, except the baud rate is programmable through the timer 1 overflow rate. Okay, this is for serial communication modes. Okay, next one is quiz question for serial communication. So first question is, which device are specially being used for converting serial to parallel and from parallel to serial respectively? Okay, the options are timer, counters, registers and serial communication. Okay, the second question is, what is the difference between UART and USART communication? Okay, the first option is, they are the names of the same particular things, just the difference of A and S is there in it. Okay, the second option is one uses asynchronous means of communication and the other uses synchronous means of communication. Then the third one is one uses asynchronous means of communication and the other uses asynchronous and synchronous means of communication. Then the last one is one uses angular means of communication and the other uses linear means of communication. Okay, find the answer yourself and put it in your comment. Okay, thanks for listening this video.